My name is Florine Peters. I work as an executive assistant at an investment firm downtown. I live in Northwest Houston, quite near the studio, luckily, with my husband and my cat. So I did take dance classes as like a very small child, but I do not remember them, but I know that they happened because my mother had pictures. So I have like one where I'm like in a tap outfit, and I think one where I'm in like a ballet outfit with my sister. I did do a color guard and winter guard when I was in high school, so there was some dance training in there, but it was more like how to move very quick distances across the football field and that sort of thing. So not really until I got here today would I say I have like formal dance training. So at the time I was just really looking for something new in my exercise regimen. Like I'd gotten kind of bored with my regular go to the gym, do cardio, and so I'd kind of gotten off the wagon of doing it very regularly. And so I was just looking for something that would really incentivize me to just leave my house on a regular basis and something that I thought would bring me joy. And I was so worried that I would come here and it would just be like I was a silly person that had shown up, that I didn't know what I was doing, I wasn't gonna have enough skills, that I was gonna be the wrong like size, shape, age. Again, I think that's what actually holds a lot of people back from even trying belly dance, is that they think that, for one, often the professionals in belly dance have very similar body types, but not all of them, but that especially the ones that get like, you know, travel the Facebooks and the social media, you know, and so I think that we project that there is going to be a certain type of belly dancer, but like the belly dance community doesn't do that. Once you get into it, they're accepting of everyone. I think it's the perception sometimes from the outside of what belly dance is that really twists like something that doesn't exist once you get here. Oh, and I really feel like belly dance, when you get to the heart of it, it's a love for the female form, like a true admiration there. I don't think it is to knock down or try to teach us that we should be one way or the other. I feel like the heart of it really is about like appreciating your body and what you can do with it. But I feel like belly dance also gave me, which I did not expect, a much better like love and appreciation of myself. I remember after the first like few classes I went to, I told my husband that it was one of the first times I felt that as like a woman, I stared at myself in the mirror for an hour and I loved myself the whole time. Like I wasn't critiquing myself, I was literally like amazed, like I'm seeing myself do these things that I've never done before and I never thought my body could do, and all of a sudden I'm staring at myself and I'm kind of loving myself, which is just not what I have been trained in my life to really do. Typically I stand in the mirror and I think, oh, my hair looks wrong, or my makeup's wrong, or oh, I should lose weight, or I wish I was taller, or whatever. But in belly dance I come and it's really about teaching you to love yourself, and by better knowing how to communicate with myself, I can be really proud of my body. Like when I get a move down, I'm so proud of me and my body for learning to communicate that. And so, I mean, it's really hard not to just love yourself when you stare in the mirror here, which is like going on vacation mentally every time I come here. I think I also thought that like a lot of people that would come to belly dance classes would be people that had a lot of previous dance experience, and so that maybe I would come in and just be years behind everyone. But I came in and there are some people that come here from lots of other dance forms or with other backgrounds, but there's also a lot of people that are like me that were just like, hey, I want to go do something else on a Tuesday night, and hey, look, I can do this thing, that's amazing. I wasn't sure about like what level of acceptance would be here, and I found it was complete. And the more and more I get into the belly dance community, like at first it was abundantly clear because in our studio I'm walking into classes and there are people older than me, younger than me, from different walks of life than me, different sizes than me. Like there are people that look very similar to me, there's lots of people that don't. So it was like we all kind of were a hodgepodge of humans, and so that, I mean, instantly you fit there then. But then also as I further get more into the belly dance community, like when I go to conventions or shows, like everyone is so accepting and everyone is inclusive. And I think I didn't expect that. And it is delightful. It's brought me so much more joy. I think it's changed my life because it's very much changed with how I treat my body and like mentally how I treat myself. And there's a lot more love there, and that's obviously far more healthy. But it's also, so I came in because I wanted it to be something that got me out of the house. But like sometimes I get into kind of like a funky mental place and I just don't want to leave my house. But like, you know, I'm in one of the membership programs and it's one of those things that my brain's like, nope, you have paid for these classes, you are going to these classes. But it gets me out and I'm here, and as soon as I'm here, like, it just pulls that funk off. And so it's changed my life because it's given me like a place I can go that I know will be uplifting. Obviously, it's perfect with Arabic music, but I find myself doing belly dance moves to anything I listen to now. And just like that extra connection to music, it's not that I sat in my kitchen and like, I don't know, like silently listened to Journey before, something like that. But like now it's like, I don't know, I feel like the language I have to express music is more fluent now. Like I speak a little bit more of that language. I've had the pleasure of performing at a lot of the Jules concerts that we do here at the studio, and the audience is phenomenal. They're loving, they're very fun too, they'll interact with you. And so I think that also like you can look out and really see how much they are getting from what you're doing, and that it just makes the love you have for the music and what's going on even higher. I joined the programs. And so the certification programs. And so I don't know that I would have ever performed except that you're required to. And I am like a list checker. So you join, which also is wonderful that Anna created these certification programs, because otherwise I don't know that I would have known what path to take. Like how to progress, like what moves should I be worried about when I very first began belly dance? Should I be trying to do a flutter right now? No, the answer is no. But yeah, so I think everyone should join the certifications programs because just that guidance, and I think it will also give you the push. Like I think I needed a push. I needed to perform. I don't know that I ever would have been like, I'm ready, except that I was like, well, I've got 2 years, I need to finish this program, so at some point I have to join the student troupe. So I'm currently in the level 2 certification, so I want to finish that and complete that, and then I definitely intend to move on to the teacher certification program afterwards. I would like to try to start working on creating more solos. I haven't decided exactly if there's a genre I want to try to focus on. I mean, luckily the way that she structures the master's class is you kind of do a deep dive each month on something different. So if something strikes my fancy one month, then she kind of starts us on a really good place, and then I can try to build off of that. I also took the choreography project with Anna, which was incredibly helpful, because again, it's like sometimes you just don't know how to start something, and you need someone that has the experience and knowledge to guide you. And that class was critical for me, because now I know how to approach, instead of just picking up a song and being like, this is overwhelming, the whole thing is not written. It again gave me kind of a structure for that. So I would like to try to write more choreography, definitely, for sure. I think that's actually a thing that sets Ahlam apart, is I think that both Anna and Kelly really try to teach as much about the culture while we're doing things, so that we don't just blindly do belly dance. We get taught the cultural and historical background. She literally has a whole class that you can take that is just the history. You sit down and you take notes, and she lectures, and it's amazing. And I feel like that really heightens my appreciation for the dance form that I'm doing, because I understand where it came from, how it got to where it is, and also when I'm trying to like approach choreography, do I want to do a classical piece, or I want to do a more modern piece, like which kind of moves would I use for that? That knowing the background for all of it helps me approach that with that knowledge base. And so if you're trying to represent Egyptian belly dance, I wouldn't want an Egyptian to come to my show and be like, what are you doing? Like, I would want to be able to know that I am not misrepresenting a culture, especially because it is not one that I was born into. So I want to make sure that I approach that with the utmost respect, because without the creation of this, without the history of this, I wouldn't have it in my life right now. Belly dance is not something that has grand requirements of you to be a part of. It's not like an exclusive club. No one is mean. There's not like a list at the door that your name has to be on. You literally just have to want it. And you have to be willing to practice and commit to yourself and to your teachers. But other than that, it's an open door, and anyone can walk through it. Do it. You will not regret it. I cannot like promise that enough. And Anna is constantly running like beginners specials. Grab one of those. Sometimes it's like that you can come as many times as you want in 1 week, or that a specific class amount, or they constantly change, and you should definitely do them. You will lose nothing. If for some reason belly dance isn't your thing, then you're not going to have a bad experience. You're just not going to get bitten by the bug like I did. But I think it's pretty likely if you try it, you're going to come and you're going to love how you interact with the dance, you're gonna leave feeling better about yourself, and I think you'll leave with a better understanding of your body.